Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. We're going to take a look at Virginia Tech running back Khalil Herbert, who played at Kansas. And when I first saw Khalil Herbert at Kansas, I talked about him on the Ross Tucker podcast when I was working with Ross to cover college prospects as someone to keep an eye on when he transferred to Virginia Tech. Khalil Herbert, a guy who was working basically in conjunction or behind Puka Williams, a very exciting college back. But Khalil Herbert is an NFL caliber prospect, and I think there's a little bit of a difference there in terms of what his value is as an every down back that I think Puka Williams lacks a little bit. But one of the things that you see on this particular play, stamina. The ability to be able to work through contact in the open field this far downfield and maintaining your speed after you've basically been running since you were at the 10-yard line and flipping the field here. The moves, the ability to work through contact, the ability to maintain a nice rate of speed, excellent stuff right there. Herbert's speed and efficient footwork are really what works in favor for him. He reminds me a little bit of Dalvin Cook in this sense, because you can see quick little two-step transition from working, sideline to sideline to downhill, and then the curvy linear movement to work away from defenders. Not any hard cuts there, but it allows him to maintain his speed, and that's the big thing about this guy's game. Let's watch it here again. You're going to see the little two-step transition right here, 1-2, downhill. And then he curls his way around the safety and does it again away from the backside corner, and then curls around the high safety number 1, and that gets him the angled all the way to the house. It's just fantastic work. We're going to watch it one more time here. And this is a lot of what Dalvin Cook does so well, is that maintaining speed while taking angles away from defenders and just bending his way around. It's also the vision and the processing to make cuts with great time. You're going to see him work against number 1, the safety here, as he gets through the crease and make that little dip and leave that safety on the ground. Let's watch it one more time, because that's a hard one to take a look at in normal speed. As he gets through the line, watch him little jab step just before he gets wrapped from behind. You see this little jab step and then back inside. Here comes the jab right there. And then being able to bend away from the safety. But you see, it's hard to catch him. And his nickname is the Jet. And you can see why. He may not be the fastest player ever, but he certainly has the speed to threaten safeties and cornerback angles. And we're going to see more of that if you haven't gotten enough already. But first, again, let's just take a look at division. Again, this is going to be a gap play. You're going to see the right guard pull to the left side, and instead of working with behind that guard, he sees in his periphery the penetration and the open space here, and he does a great job making the rare cut back with one little step, opening up his hips, getting downhill, and the burst to get positive yards on a short yardage play. So you can see here he does a good job of being able to see the field, understand what's going on with the box, and getting through. Let's look at that box. You're going to see you've got 6 men in this box. You got a 7th coming downhill here. And as he takes the exchange and reads it, he sees that he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players heading downhill towards the left side. So he knows he's going to have open space here if he can manipulate this quick enough. 2 little steps, and he's quick enough to beat this defensive end who's coming down the line and trying to contain that backside, knowing too that with the defensive end here that the backside tackle is going to be in a situation where he can block this safety, or at least get in his way enough. And while that doesn't happen, he has the speed to get the first down. Smart play. And while not a huge back, he's big enough to be able to do some work between the tackles and do it frequently. You're going to see him here work downhill, a little curvy linear movement in traffic, and then run through that hit by the safety number 2 and get 1, 2, 3 more yards through that to get the first down, finishing strong here. Ball's high and pretty tight to his frame. This is a guy who rarely has fumbled. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think he may have one fumble. Yeah, actually, one fumble in 527 touches of the football. The last time that I looked at Herbert's stats, and I believe that's up to date. 1 per 527. You can see he carries the ball fairly tight to his chest. He does a good job of using the non-ball shoulder to work through contact there. See how he kind of crosses up? Nice little bend, curvy linear movement once again. And then leading with that forearm. See how he gets that forearm across to protect the ball? Great work. And here's more of that speed with Khalil Herbert. You're going to see, again, the stamina to that speed. The ability to take this draw play, little fake inside, work around both the cornerback and the the cornerback and the linebacker. Watch it one more time here. There's a linebacker who got sucked inside with that little step. Let's watch it one more time. There's the linebacker, little stutter towards that hole to the right of the center, works back to the left, and then splits the cornerback and the linebacker here. Makes a little dip inside the safety, works through that reach, and has the burst then to be able to work and split the safety here and the chasing linebacker, and still get a stiff arm, at least on the backside corner here, for a long gain of, we're talking about, what, 55, about 45, 50 yards here on this play. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.